time they'd ever publicly disclosed one of its uranium enrichment facilities. But it's like since the 2000s, the West was like accusing them. They were like, "You are enriching uranium." And they were like, "Maybe."
But we know they are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They never saw photos.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking at the production of nuclear materials. Causing earthquakes by doing.
Did you?
Huh?
Talking about North Korea.
I did.
Oh.
I said the mining thing is like North Korea doing the underground nuclear tests. We have very fun nuclear news from North Korea. Let me just get another bite of this before I...
North Korea make first display of uranium program at center of US friction. Kim visits nuclear facility, calls for accelerating production. Seoul has said Pyongyang may do nuclear tests near US vote.
I love that the headline makes it sound like the place where they do the test is called the center of US friction. It's like we're an organization that wants to create friction between North Korea and the US. What we're going to do is nuclear tests. So the first follows a facility to enrich uranium for atomic bombs. But apparently this was something that they were talking about for like 20 years. There was speculating where and how North Korea was enriching uranium for their nuclear program. Time they'd ever publicly disclosed one of its uranium enrichment facilities. But it's like since the 2000s, the West was like accusing them. They were like, "You are enriching uranium." And they were like, "Maybe."
But we know they are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They never saw photos.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking at the production of nuclear materials. Awesome.
Should you be in there without any hazmat and on if it's nuclear facilities? Maybe it's all fake.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
what
just
it is.
grass. There's just grass in there.
No, if it was grass, then all the North Korean
would be
people
idiots,
would be eating it.
of course.
Yeah, they 100% great work. This is totally 100% what they need. Unironically, you saw what happened to Iraq, to Libya.
Yeah,
you can't live in a world that America runs without having nuclear weapons.
Nukes, yeah.
That's the only way you're free from war.
Again, see, you know what I just started to do then?
Mm-hmm.
I just started to do a social democrat line of thinking.
What?
I was just thinking, no, but maybe that they're kind of bringing this upon themselves by being authoritarian and stuff like that. It's happening. Yeah. We're watching.
No, but
we can all document what I'm going through right now over the next week of me becoming more centre.
No, but I think you have a point in the sense that all they need to do...
Because I don't want North Korea to have nuclear weapons. Like,
if you don't want anyone to have it.
I don't want anyone having nuclear weapons.
I want them to have it if other people have it.
Yeah, but it's more people, more states that might then use one.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Well, you got to protect yourself against the only state that's ever used one.
Yeah.
No, but I think I can understand it. It's like, they wouldn't need one if they did regime change in North Korea and they just became like a normal part of the global economic system.
Yeah, broken down and brought into South Korea,
yeah.
which I don't want.
Yeah.
But it's like, anyway, I won't go to that. I'm going to start.
You're going to do more social democrat.
More social democrat, like how good is North Korea really? It's just like,
It's just unfortunate.
I know.
It was the better Korea until the Soviet Union's lost the war.
But also, and like the situation that Korea now finds themselves in terms of like all the weird stuff of their authoritarianism and wanting to lock themselves down is because of the trauma of the Korean War and the trauma of the US. But all of that doesn't then make it like a good, commendable place to a model that other countries should be based on.
It's an understandable context.
Yeah, but it also doesn't mean that it should be invaded and regime change.
Yeah.
It was just like, I want to ease the tensions.
Yeah.
The solution should be to ease tensions.
That's what nukes do.
It won't though.
Nukes stop the US from invading.
Yeah, but that's not easing tensions. I would like to ease tensions further than that. They shouldn't need a nuke. US should back off.
US should denuclearize.
Yes.
And everyone can follow suit.
Yes.
I think that's the only sensible way. You start with the person who uses them.
Yeah.
And then everyone else can back off as well.
Yeah.
That's legit. If you were doing a schoolyard and everyone...
this thing you're saying, you know who else had nukes?
Who?
Soviet Union.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
They didn't use them against people.
No. But that didn't protect them from the US.
Oh, true.
They disappeared.
Yeah.
You can still it's just not directly.
Yeah, well, they won't invade you.
Yeah. But that's not always a protection. So that's why let's de-escalate in other ways. Rather than just being like, they still do sanctions, they can still do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I want all of that stuff to end as well. Nukes aren't going to stop that. Them getting nukes is still going to have a ton of sanctions on them. It's going to be for the people of North Korea.
Imagine if with the uranium they're making like nuclear power plants as well. Perfect. Sanctions have less of an effect because you're energy self-sufficient.
Yeah, and the only thing that sanctions affect is energy, not medicines and everything else.
You can heal yourself with plutonium.
Yeah. Lucas, you're forgetting what will stop a bad guy with a nuke. A good guy with a nuke.
No, so you got a playground of kids.
And
right?
Pakistan as well. Imran Khan got couped by the CIA. But I mean, that's because the military is involved with them. But it's not as simple as what you're
No, it's not,
describing.
But I think it helps.
I'm sure it helps them not be outwardly invaded, but it still doesn't help.
Which is huge because that's the problem they had initially was getting invaded by the US.
Yeah, but it's not just about, we're not just about picking a side against America. The idea is also about making a better world.
If someone, look, you've got the, what are you called? Prima facie. What's it?
Prima facie case.
No, not prima facie. What's the
casus belli?
No. What's the thing?
Dolly Incapax.
No. What's the thing where something's happened and now you got to deal with it? Like this thing's already this. What do you call?
I don't know. Chat. What's he talking about? Prima nocta.
Prima donna.
Dixon Fjord.
Post
facto.
It's not casus belli. Like let's say Cuba is funding Angolan.
Sorry. That's being too funny.
Funding the resistance in Angola.
Yeah.
In order to provide thing to the Soviet Union, which is like, look, this is already done. Now you have to participate.
Yep.
What is that called? There's a Latin term for providing someone with an already existing situation that limits their possibilities of choice.
Oh, another country that disappeared, South Africa. They had nukes.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
Yeah, sure. It's not perfect, but I'm saying like you're in a situation where the world has nukes, and there's a very aggressive nuke wielding country that has invaded you before and will do it again. I think like in that situation, the ideal is that no one has nukes, but everyone has nukes. Like people have nukes, so I think you should have one. That's the most practical. Yeah,
well, I think my point is like it's not about making it like the point of interaction with this as a Westerner as well is not about making up, not about coming up with justifications for North Korea. It's to try to combat the combative language on America's side. Because if America wasn't allowed to be as combative as they are, they wouldn't need a nuke. Mm-hmm. Any country won't need a nuke. If we change the international system,
but we're not we don't have the capacity to do that. We got
more capacity to do that than make excuses for North Korea having nuclear. Come up with justifications.
We historically have not had the power to stop our countries from rampaging around the world doing colonialism. So we can't stand in their way when they
Why don't we have that power? Why don't we have that power?
Because we're not good.
Then there's no point talking about anything. We must think we've got that power. We just haven't come up with how to do it.
That's a separate argument. But I'm saying, talking about practically, looking at what North Korea has to do, we have these anti-war movements and we've still managed to be at war constantly for the past 200 years, exclusively against these small countries. When they want to have nukes, I say that's fine.
I understand why they want nukes, and I completely understand the history that they have, why they want nukes. I don't want them to have nukes. I don't want more people to have nukes, though. The idea should be to de-escalate in another way, but I understand why they want nukes.
I think they should have nukes.
But I want to de-escalate, and I want to de-escalate in a more long-lasting situation rather than just North Korea having nukes. Won't do anything to help Cuba. Won't do anything to help other countries which are getting... I want to change that.
That's not their problem.
No. But again, I understand why they want nukes, but it's not about... broader. Things aren't just backing the other side of America. There's like a broader position
it's just like,
that we want
to I don't have the capacity to stop America from invading the DPRK, so I'm fine with whatever measures they have. But you don't have the capacity
to do anything about the nukes either. You're just saying it's fine.
Yeah. That's what I can do.
So you're absolving yourself from it then?
Well, the alternative is saying it's not fine. Like, I don't get it. We're talking about what we can and can't, like, promote ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not like a massive political action.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we?
Who
won?
Who won? I don't know. I wish Yugoslavia had nukes, you know? I wouldn't be in this country. Lucas won. I won. Lucas always. Lucas, you got it. No nukes for North Korea. We got it.
No, anyway, we've gone over this a billion times. It's like the same as Iran. All this stuff. I understand completely why they want them. I'd want them too. Yeah. But I disagree with the hyper-focused national interest focus of sovereignty. It's like we've got some bigger concept that we can rely on here.
Yeah.
Let's promote that because that's how we can actually change this. That's not very centrist.
No, but I think that's ideal. I think that's ideal in the context of a world that isn't already nuked to the gills. Like, you can't be the only ones, especially if you're that small.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
what was the
Yugoslavia was anti-nuclear. They were
exactly
never going to have nukes.
I was just thinking like that non-aligned movement. They hated nukes, didn't they?
And look at all these countries. What happened to all of them?
Oh yeah,
they're all fucked.
Idiots.
More nukes and more self-determination, more fun. So fun. Literally, like whatever you can to stop yourself getting invaded.
Yeah, imagine the Balkans with nukes. It's not just imagine just Yugoslavia. This sounds horrible. Serbians having nukes and Croatians having nukes. And what do they call it? They call it the powder keg of Europe. Let's give them nukes.
Yeah, I think
gunpowder's too old-fashioned.
I mean, we had nukes, it would be completely changed everything. Making atomic rakia would be beautiful. Albania should have had nukes. All of us should have had nukes. That's what I'm saying.
There is that IR theorist who has every country should have one nuke.
Yeah, be obliterated. We're not barbarians, dude. America does all the wars. They've used the nukes. Why is no one making these jokes about these guys? It's the Balkans. You people are Orientalist, colonialists.
Oh, someone did a poll.
Lucas won 60% of the vote. You're all libs. You're all sad libs.